The Office of Victim and Survivor Rights and Services play a critical role in ensuring that victims of crime in California receive the support and justice they deserve. One of our main responsibilities is assisting with restitution. There are two types of restitution. Restitution fine, which is the incarcerated person's debt to society. State law requires judges to order the incarcerated person to pay a fine that is set at the time of sentencing, regardless of the crime committed or the sentences imposed. Restitution fines can range from $300 to $10,000. Restitution order is the incarcerated person's debt to the victim. State law requires judges to order the incarcerated person to pay restitution in every case in which the victim has suffered an economic loss as a result of the crime. There is no limit to the amount that can be ordered to a victim, and this debt cannot be dismissed through bankruptcy. Restitution is a court order for out-of-pocket expenses that the victim incurred as a result of the crime. Restitution is not a punishment, but rather a means of restoring victims' financial economic loss, such as medical expenses, counseling, lost wages, or property damage. OVSRS enforces restitution orders by deducting money directly from the incarcerated person's prison wages and trust accounts through transferring unpaid restitution debt to the California Franchise Tax Board. By enforcing court-ordered payments and tracking compliance, OVSRS ensures that victims are not forgotten after sentencing.
Hi, this is CDCR Restitution. How can I assist?
Hi, good morning. I was calling about restitution that was ordered to me.
Yeah, I can help you out with that. Can I please grab the CDCR number and the person incarcerated's full name, please?
Sure, it's ET3889, Dante Lee.
Thank you for that. And then also, can I have your full name?
My name is Estella Lawson.
Awesome, thank you. So it does look like we have your order in the system, but no payments have been collected as of yet.
Okay, so when will I receive payment? And why has nothing been collected yet?
That's a good question. So when it comes to when the person is incarcerated, there are a couple of mechanisms for collections. First, if they have a job, 50% of their check does go towards victim restitution. Also, 50% of the money put on their books for commissary, that goes towards restitution as well. And then once over $15 does get collected, in that month, it will be sent out by the department Cal VCB, which is the Victim Compensation Board.
Okay, so when will I receive payment from Cal VCB?
That's a good question. So collection is always case by case. It's always dependent on the person incarcerated's financial situation. With that said, can I please grab your mailing address?
Sure, it's 888 Cinnamon Way.
Thank you for that. Is there anything else maybe I can help assist you with?
Is it collected monthly?
That's a good question as well. So when it comes to collection, it does vary. It is dependent on the person incarcerated, their financial situation. But once anything does get collected, we'll be sure to send it your way now that we do have your mailing address.
Okay, great. Thank you very much for all your help.
You're welcome. You take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay.
OVSRS, this is Alicia. How can I help you with restitution today?
Yeah, good morning. I'm calling about the restitution that was ordered to me.
I can surely help you with that. Can I please have a CDC number and the incarcerated person's name that you're calling about?
Yeah, no problem. The CDCR number is ZB1456, and the individual's name is Victor Peters.
Okay, do you have a case number by any chance?
Unfortunately, I do not have a case number.
Okay, Mr. Taylor, give me a minute here to check. Okay, so upon checking here, I do not see a victim restitution ordered on any of the court documents that we have on file.
Thank you for that. How can I get my restitution ordered?
So victim restitution must be ordered by the court for us to start the collection process. Please contact the court or your county victim advocate and advise them that you have suffered an economic loss due to the crime. Once the court orders the victim's restitution, please make sure that the court sends our office a certified copy of the legal document. Once we receive it, we will enter it in TRAX, which is the system that we use, and we can go ahead and start the collection process.
And how long does that process usually take?
Okay, it can be quite a while. Once we receive the court order and enter it in our system, which is TRAX, if the incarcerated person is working while in custody, we start taking 50% of any income that he makes. If family sends him money, we take 50% of that as well and apply it towards victim restitution. That collection then gets forwarded to CalVCB for disbursement.
I appreciate that information. So how will I know that the court order is received by your office?
So I would advise you to call and follow up once you know that the court has ordered the restitution. It all depends on when the court sends it to us. I would also advise you to please make sure that the court states your name in that court order. We need the name of the victim and the amount of the direct order on the court document for us to send to you what has been collected. Also, when you call us back to verify, you can then provide us with your name and address so that we have the information ready for disbursement when collection starts. If you can, it would be great if you can go to our website at www.cdcr.ca.gov/VICTIM victim-services, SERVICES. You can browse through the victim services that we have to offer and also go ahead and fill out a CDCR 1707 form as well if you want to receive notification of changes to an incarcerated person's custody status.
Okay, cool. That sounds good. I'll go ahead and check out the website then and personally fill out the 1707 form online. I definitely appreciate that information.
Okay, is there anything else that I can help you with, Mr. Taylor?
No, you've been great. I really do appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You have a good day.
You too.
OVSRS Restitution, this is Homer. How can I help you today?
Yes, good morning. I am calling about restitution that was ordered to me.
Sure thing, I can help you with that. Can I please have the CDCR number and the incarcerated person's name? I can also look up a case number if you have that instead.
I don't have the case number, but I do have the CDCR number. That is ZD7824, and the person's name is Timothy Jones.
Thank you for that. I can see that Timothy Jones was released back on December 1st, 2025. What questions or concerns do you have about the case?
I'm concerned since he's been released and he owes me restitution. How will I receive the restitution that is owed to me?
For previously incarcerated persons, we forward their information to the Franchise Tax Board. FTB then sends the debtor a letter notifying them that there's restitution owed. The debtor has 10 days to respond to that letter. It allows them to set up a payment arrangement. If the notice is ignored and no payment is received or no response is received, FTB will move forward with a wage garnishment if they're working. Also, if the debtor has an active bank account, FTB can also attempt a levy on that bank account. Once FTB has collected payment, it gets sent to us at CDCR, and CDCR then sends the payment to CalVCB. CalVCB will then disperse that check to you as the victim to the address we have on file.
Okay, I would like to follow up with FTB. Can you please provide me with their phone number?
Unfortunately, no, I'm not. FTB does not have any victim information or case file information and merely collects on the restitution debt. For privacy and confidentiality reasons, FTB will only speak to the debtor. They don't help victims directly. They cannot, and they don't do that. For any questions you have on the order, you can always contact us here at OVSRS.
Okay, that's good to know. I can contact our office. Is there a time frame when I should?
Typically, if you would like to do it every 30 days, you can. Unfortunately, it can be a lengthy waiting process, especially if the person isn't working or has an active bank account and they don't have that payment arrangement in place. So in the meantime, if you have any questions or concerns about the case, you can always contact our office.
Okay, thank you.
Is there anything else you needed help with today?
No, that is it. Thank you very much for all your help.
In that case, thank you for calling. Have a good rest of your day.
You as well. And goodbye.